crazy amount of wind. Hold on. Does that help on the wind? Yeah, it actually helps quite a bit. We are out here today to do the How Far Can You Throw Challenge. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw putters, mids. I've got a couple of fairways, and then we'll go drivers. And with each one, so I'm gonna throw like my regular shot, and that'll be my golf line distance. And then we're gonna throw like max distance. This bag is where we're gonna measure back to, and we'll just see. We'll see, can I break 225 feet with a putter? I don't know. So my regular, just gonna throw a maiden and a harp, and then I'll throw a watt and an envy for max, and we'll just see what it does. No warm-ups, because these are challenge videos. This is a regular shot. Okay, that's pretty good. Harp. Ooh, gotta maybe move the mic. Make sure that the I didn't kill the audio or anything. Hold on. No, it's still going. Cool. Okay, we've got envy and watt. See if I can put some angle on this, really get some stank on it. I don't know if that's any farther or if it's exactly the same. I don't know. Watt. It just needs to float. Come on. Yeah, we'll see. Those might be the exact same. I might throw exactly the same putter distance as I do regular. For mids, I'm just going to throw a Pathfinder and an Echo. Echo. Okay. I've got a lot of mids, but if I get a good one, I'm just gonna go with it, because this grass is already getting my knee a little bit, because it's a little bit long. Okay, this is a Origin. I'm gonna need a lot of hyzer. Nope. Yeah, that wind. Fairways, I've got a Rhythm and a Jackalope. Just do kind of like a hybrid of a regular shot. The Jackalope is just so nice. Look at that flight. I love that disc. Okay, Rhythm. Honestly, the Rhythm's very nice too. Look at that flight. Okay, distance. So for a regular shot, I'm just gonna throw a couple destroyers, like a hyzer release, flip up a little bit, and then fade. There is like a 0 chance I find that magnet. Oh, just kidding. It was in my giant divot. Okay, I'm gonna just keep the mic here though. That was a good flight. I don't know if you saw it because I was in the way looking for my mic. And time lapse distances. These lap seconds seem to be very flippy, and then Simon said the purple is the flippiest. It's still very overstable. That's some good distance. All right, I don't want to break my arm, so I'm going distance line on shrikes, and then they might not be overstable enough with this headwind, so I've got a couple octane, like pretty domey octanes. I've thrown these a very long way before, like over 300 feet, so. Yeah, I think I need to try a 360, just cause I need to try. That was so low. It turned into a roller. How far does it roll though? So see if these octanes can hold up to the wind a little bit better. It needs a turn. It's just not turning. This was the harp, and the maiden is right there, so the harp is a little bit longer. So this was 260 for the stock shot putter.
I saw you how you're throwing, so I figured I'd just stop by and check out.
Yeah, so I live down on First, so this is just, you know, hop in the car in 1 minute.
Oh,
so yeah.
So which one of the houses is yours?
So it's the one that's surrounded by the park. So right next to the Arboretum with the big garage.
Okay.
That's mine.
The old Strong house or whatever.
Well,
Tibbs lived there.
Tibbs lived before me. I don't know.
Yeah, the people before that.
Peters lived there a long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, we now have a better wind. Let's see if, yeah, Mike's still going. Got to go quick, running out of juice on the battery. I didn't bring them all over here. Okay, Shrike, this one's more just to test the wind. Okay, try octane then. No, I just hyzered. Okay, last hoop. My AirPod came out, and then on my follow through, I stepped on it. I don't know if you can see it. It got ouchied pretty good there. A couple things went against me today. I started out throwing on this grass, hurt my knee. Yes. So normally, if I was throwing max distance, I would want a little bit of a left to right tailwind, and then I would be throwing shrikes. And then today, anytime I threw a shrike hard on that line that I would normally throw it, it just immediately flipped over. So what ended up being the furthest thrown disc was an octane on hyzer. It never flipped up. It was 500.7 feet. So I'm gonna have to do this again because these numbers weren't great, but that's what it is. So that's my distance right now. Normally your winter distance is not quite as good as your summer distance, and also no warm up might have affected it a little bit. But I used to walk out here. So start of the pandemic, our house is actually just down the hill, so we would walk up the hill through the woods, and then there's a mile loop that goes around this park. So I would bring a couple discs out, and we would walk the track every day, and I would be out here throwing. So I normally know all the spots, like where the wind is good. And one of my furthest shots out here was just under 600 feet, was from that grass across the bowl, and then it ended up, it's slightly elevated over there. So it's like 5 feet, 10 feet of elevation up, and it was just under 600 feet, but I had a good wind that day. So I thought, oh, there seems like there's a good wind today, at least down where my house is. But then I came up the hill, the wind wasn't great, but I'd already set everything up. So I decided to film it from there, and it didn't turn out well. Probably the biggest thing that affected was putters. I think my putters went like, I don't know, 250 or something like that. We'll have to review. But yeah, normally I would expect that I could get a putter like 300 feet, but cold weather, headwind, not great. So that is how far I'm currently throwing. We might need to do this in the spring.